Come on. A little faster now. Thank you. Nah, it's a brood block. I don't want to break that. This is just honeycomb. Squeeze through here. Okay. Now that I've transitioned sides, I think maybe over there. Can I make this jump? I should. There we go. Oh, hello. What's all this? I'm done? Is it just wax? It might just be wax. Oh. Neat. Okay. Hmm. All right. What? What the fuck? Alright. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna skip the fucking author recommended and go with my settings. Oof. That's a yikes. Like, I guess I could. You know what? Hold on. Let me try without shaders. Because I wonder if the stark lighting is causing issues. Like, maybe it's, not supposed to render like that. And I don't know. Like, I'll give that a go. I don't want to delete my Bumble Zone and downgrade it if I can help it. Because it's a pretty stark lighting that I don't imagine is intended. So if I can save the Bumble Zone, I'd like to. Let's see how it is without it. So it was roughly 10 minutes of wandering around. We'll see if improving RAM and removing shaders fixes that. Because if I do have the same issue, I can expect to crash within 10 minutes. But if it's a shader thing, then I should be fine. Because I wonder if it's a situation where trying to load that lighting causes issues. Because I do think there is something weird about that lighting. Like, it looks cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't imagine it's supposed to look like that. So once I load in, we'll see after if like 10 minutes if I get the same issue. If I don't, then it's either like a shaders thing or it's a memory thing, which I don't think it's going to be a memory thing because it's recommended to have 8. if nothing else, I hope like the extended memory will provide better details for crash logs. I don't know. Like it's a little frustrating. Don't get me wrong, but I'm going the wrong way. Kind of. I believe that's where I'm looking. Yep, that's where I'm looking to go. Okay. I wonder if it has something to do with all of the brood blocks being rendered. Let me try something. Because I haven't changed anything here. Let me turn this down by about a 4. We'll try a few things. Right, I can't jump on any blocks. I don't interact directly with honey blocks very often, so. Okay. Yeah, it's up there. No phantoms. At least none that actively know of my whereabouts. That's good. But yeah, I'm hoping that the increased RAM will provide some level of insight as to what's going on. I'm assuming it's just shaders, though. Because it seems like it's running just fine. Ah, beans. Hold on. Yeah, no. Can I breathe in the corner? Okay, good. Mm. Beans. Wait, hold on. There we go. All right. Okay, good. Okay, so you're cycling through those. That's fine. So we're going to teleport to Skyblock home. I don't know why I spawn up here. Hmm. Ooh. Delux, thank you for the follow. Unfortunately, no. I'm doing just single player right now. Oh, I need more than 3. Do I have a bucket? Don't think I do. I've been using tanks. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Alright. Now, I need to see about trading feathers with the queen bee. Hopefully, get... Well, at least I got rabbit's hide. I don't really need sticks. Uh, or rotten potatoes. The stinger I'm fine with collecting. Because I know... Yeah, I know I can trade with her rotten flesh for feathers, but I need to actually grind out rotten flesh. Oh, God. Alright, you know what? So it seems like it's a shaders issue because I haven't had any issues in Bumble Zone since. So maybe though it's because I haven't been in there for the full 10 minutes and it hasn't had an opportunity to do whatever it was that it was doing to cause the issue in the first place. I don't know. But it does seem to be... How did you... Whatever. But it does seem to be shaders related, if nothing else. So there's that. Um. Oh, okay. So this can be. Hmm. Then I'm gonna have to make a mob grinder then. The only downside is that there's so many fucking islands around me that there's not really a whole hell of a lot that I can do to actively make it a solid spawner. Like I have to completely destroy this island in order to actually get anything of worth out of it. Also, what... You know what? Whatever. I'm not gonna question it. So yeah, the biggest issue right now would be to get a bunch of ours stuff. solved and figured out. And then once I can do that, it'll be easier for me to get a whole bunch of things, I think. Yeah. So, hmm, hmm. Interesting. So, is there a way for me to make? No. I can't just make chickens. I have to find one, and then I can hatch more. Fuck, dude. So, yeah, I guess my best bet would be to make a mob grinder and then go from there. Because, like, I realistically can't 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, I can load out to here, which explains why all that's there. I do kind of wish there was like a dead zone around the center island where islands didn't spawn. That's just nitpicking, though. Like, there's not really much that would change. Just for the sake of, I don't know, better ability to make a mob farm, I guess. But no, it seems to be a shaders thing, if I'd had to guess. Because, like I said, I didn't have any issues with the Rumble Zone after disabling shaders. Like, it looks cool, but it's not really anything worth holding on to if it's going to cause you to crash every 10 minutes. So, I mean, yeah, I might as well just start making spells. Because probably going to be more help to me than anything else. All right. I'll put this back here just because it is going to need access to any sort of inventories and with which to pull from. Now, I do realize that I'm going to be unable to do some specific recipes, but that's fine. I should be capable of doing a whole bunch of other ones. So, let's see. Um, yeah, I'm gonna need to make a mob grinder. All right, that's fine. I can do that. Like, as cool as shaders looks in the Bumble Zone, it is a pretty obvious fact that it's not supposed to render like that. I think the visual alone should be enough to at least state that. It's just unfortunate that it does crash after a minute. Feels like it is a cool looking place, especially when it's got shaders loaded up, but like if it's just not gonna load properly, then no. Two, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hmm? No, I think it's just really quiet, which it shouldn't be. Hold on, let me see. Oh, yeah, no, that would do it. There we go. You know, I guess it was just really quiet. How's it going? There we go. That should work. And we do that just to ensure that water flows and it can't spawn things there. I'm doing all right. I could be better, but I'll live. Realistically, like if it ain't gonna kill me, I'll live. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to what I was doing now. I don't like phantoms, man. Really don't. I'm so upset that they absolutely oversold the hell out of it during the mob vote. Oh, I should probably load that up with water before I get it any higher. Oh, cool. A fish. Oh, actually, let me save the multiple trips. Hmm. There we go. But yeah, no, like all in all, it's been pretty alright. Like nothing too wild has happened. Just kind of a normal, everyday kind of deal. Alright. I'll go make some ladders. Make the rest of that mob farm. Unfortunately, I don't have chickens, so I can't make dreadful dirt. But I guess for now I can do just oh shit. Um damn. Yeah, no, I can't get up there anymore. I don't have leap yet. Nor do I have shit. Wow, that sucks. Okay, how do I want to do this? So I'm gonna need the mob grinder regardless. Downside being that because of all the islands around me, it's gonna be shittier than what it would be. I need the dirt, so I guess if I just kind of clear out the. I mean, yeah, if I just get rid of the island. Hmm. Damn. Okay. So, me. Well, I've got dirt there, but that's still not enough. I'm assuming I can't make more without. Yeah, no. Sand infused with biomass. Yeah, no. Okay. So I can't make more without late stage machines. No. Hush. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. I can just do this. Okay, so yeah, like realistically, I just need to figure out how I'm doing this. Best bet would be with an elytra, but obviously I can't get an elytra anytime soon, so. Oh shit, I will. Let's fucking go! That's goaded! I actually boo. No worries. So this is a modded pack called Shattered Skies. Basically, if you've ever seen the whole Skyblock meta thing, that's essentially what it is. It's just you in the sky. And you have mods that allow you to create resources from what was essentially just a tree. This pack is generous, gives you a whole bunch of different options in starting. But long story short, I started from a tree placed on top of that bedrock. And yeah, we're now into all this shenanigans. If you joined me earlier in the B zone, I was inside that hive over there. But what I need to do now is essentially start clearing out these islands. But in order to get up there, I need to make a thing because the biggest thing right now that I need is feathers for a whole slew of things. But what I'm trying to do is get into resource chickens. Resource chickens are just chickens that lay resources as eggs. So instead of having to do gravel or cobblestone into gravel and then sieving the gravel, I can just make the resources by feeding the chickens. And they'll provide me with ample resources as long as I can keep the chain of feeding them their seeds going. Oh, cool. It automatically defaulted to filling that one up when that was full. Sweet. Done. I've had some frustrations with it, either because of my own big, dumb, stupid, stinky brain not working, or because I just didn't get lucky. What did you... What? What did you get hit by? Huh? What? What did you... What? Okay. Sure. There was nothing there for the Enderman to have been hit by, but... alright. Sure. Okay, good. Just standard ladders. I definitely don't think I need this many, but... that's fine. But yeah, right now I'm making a mob grinder, which is just standard laissez-faire mob grinder, nothing too crazy going on with it. I might enhance it later, should I feel the resources just aren't flowing in as well as I'd like them to. But realistically, I don't need that much right now, I just need it to produce mobs. Okay. So... from 77 to... come on. Really? 77 to 63. Down the drop of 14. 15, 16. Goodbye, cobblestone. Alright, so... I need these to be 3 tall. Yes, okay, good. So I can use these, which won't be hard to get set up. I would need to make more. How easily could I do this? Rice. But why? Wow, you really don't let up on that. Damn. Okay, so I have to kill a warden. Jeez, I have to kill a warden in order to get rice. No. No, I don't think I do. Mm, I should probably... You know what? Hold on. Yeah, I gotta light up here. Otherwise, I'm gonna have issues later on when I come back up. You know what? No, I don't. Okay. Now I don't need to worry about lighting it up at all. Because mobs can't spawn on slabs. Alright. I'll sleep. Trying to do daytime. Can I... Ah, here we go. Sweet. I don't need snoring in my ear. Okay, so... Right. I need to... Oh, cool. I need to swap out the carrots and potatoes with wheat. And then I need to make the wheat into flour, then take the flour, combine it with water to turn to the dough, take the dough, combine it with lime dye to make your fruit make lime dye. Is there a way? I don't know if there's a... No. What is it called? Okay. Oh. Really? Well, shit, why didn't you say so? That's super easy to do then. Where are my shears? So yeah, no, I can absolutely make... Yeah, no, I can make slime balls all goddamn day. And it's really no issue because I have massive amounts of... I don't need 2 blocks of iron. Yeah, no, I can just make massive amounts of that and be fine. Like, realistically, I think this is really all I'm going to need in order to actually get the thing, and then I can plant it on the tree to grow more. Huh? Is it just flashing? It's just flashing. Oh. Well then. Good thing I've got flashing trees. Perfect. And now, Because these plants grow into lime dye. See, they're not very receptive to my attempts to water them. How about if I do it down here? No, nothing. Can I put them in a botany pot? No. All right, then we let them grow. Unless... So, I can use 4 of these in a mixer to make a lime dye bucket. And then with that lime dye bucket, I can then instead... Yes. Yes. Okay. I think this can be used... Is there catalysts? No. Okay, never mind then. All right. I need 2 more. The rest can just grow on their own. So this... I'm going to need a mixer. All right. Chill out. You're a little too loud now. That's better. So... do that. Then I gotta wait for this to be done. Thank you. Iron plates. Mixer. Take said mixer and put it there. And then I need to do this and this. Unfortunately, they've nerfed the hell out of these guys. Which I do get to some degree, but like, really? Now, I have infinite lime dye without having to worry about that. The only downside is that in order to apply it, I need to do a fan. Which I should be able to do relatively easily. Yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna need more of these. Slap the 8 of those down there. I'd speed this up, but the problem is that if I do, it's not going to run. Stone. No stone. Propeller. Casing. Good. All right. Now, these, I think, do have a minimum requirement, but don't have a speed augment based on how fast they're going. So if I just hit the bare minimum, then I can let them run for however long they need to, and it's no big deal. Where is the... Wow. They nerfed these little guys hard. Damn. All right, so I'm gonna need 2 depots. Shit, am I gonna have to worry about mixing fluids? Maybe. And if that's the case, I'll split them apart by 1. Like so. Now, if I just connect you straight in, perfect. You work just fine. All right. Wonderful. Then I'll make more encased chain drives to make more of the things move. There we go. All right. With that done, and I don't have to worry about getting yeeted off the side, which is nice. Dude, nope, I need it here and here. Good. So now we put lime dye there and water here. And because I'm only using 48 out of those, I can actually get away with doing the millstone, probably on this one. Yep. This one, however, is actually attached to speed. Faster it moves, the better it performs. So this is consuming 64, leaving 192. Yeah, 192. Which is 3x its current speed. So if I were to attach it to that as is, it would probably cause issues, right? If I did... Nope, we're good. Sweet. But that is... no, hold on. I can get faster. Okay. Now, are you gonna stop it? Yeah. Okay. Figured as much. So I can't do that, but at the very least I can do... No, I can't do that either. 256. Ah, that is maxed. Okay. You know what? I don't need this right this second, so I'll just leave it as is, like this. Because I don't need this to be as active anymore, because I don't need clay quite as much. Come on. Perfect. All right. And so, now with our new machines, we chuck the wheat into here to get the flour.
This is going to take a while.
So, probably best I focus on something else for now. How am I doing on redstone and Dutch? Not super great, but it is workable. All right. Okay. Check back in on it from time to time, ensure that it is properly getting turned into dough. Now, I can do one of two things with this. I can either turn it into bread, or when exposed to lime dye, it becomes slime ball. Which is what I'm going to need in order to make the conveyor belts. Thankfully, every X amount of them gives me 6, so I'm chilling there. But this is essentially just a fair use conveyor belt that can move entities around, and I don't have to worry about things going awry. Alright. There's that. Now, mobs can spawn on this as well, which is a nice little benefit of them. And I might try and implement a secret that I learned about Enderman while making an Enderman grinder. But whether or not I'll be able to implement that is a bit of a different story, because I think I need a lot of wool for that. So, yeah, it's 3 tall. So I need to do this. And I think I can do... No, it's not. Shit. I might not be able to do it then. I mean, I guess I could probably just do... Yeah, I could probably just do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. If I remember correctly, these do not prevent light and act closer to chests than they do full blocks. So I am going to need to collect more cobblestone in order to properly isolate the chamber from external light to ensure mobs spawn properly, I believe. Do I still have the builder's wand still? Or did I end up breaking that? I think I do somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Okay. That'll make things a hell of a lot easier. Because I believe the conveyor belts that are placed with this inherit the properties of wherever it's been placed. So essentially, if it's facing one direction, it'll stay one direction, regardless of where I am in that, despite the conveyor belts actually being based on player position. Okay. And I'll just go ahead and do that, just to ensure that everything is properly sealed up. Good. We'll basically do the same thing on all the sides. Making sure that's not in my hand just in case. And then I should just be able to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With 9 being out here. Yeah, I'm gonna need more conveyor belts, I think. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I actually build just enough conveyor belts? Hang on. Huh. That's dope. I have exactly enough conveyor belts to do this perfectly. That's awesome. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, sure enough. Exactly the amount that I need. Perfect. And then 3 blocks tall. Obviously, I can't do that just yet, which is fine. Try and get it done before nightfall, but I don't think that's going to happen. How much durability do I have left? Oh, 784. That might be enough. That might be enough, I think. Maybe. It's probably going to break on me on the roof. I had to guess. Two, three. Oh, right. Yeah, no. So I don't want to do it quite like that. I need it to be down by 1. Oh. Before I forget, claim the chunks. Okay. Good. That's going to save me so much headache. Good. All right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? If I do this, it should be 8 by 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Good. Okay. Where's this on? What's it at? Okay. So let me go grab torches. I'm going to light this up. And then I'll continue with building. Because I really don't want to have to deal with 30 to 40 mobs just kind of appearing in random locations around me. Good. Dude, start spawning! Okay, good. I'm close enough that they won't. Two. Oh. Okay, good. Oh, okay, bye. Oh, son of a... No, get out of the hotbar. All right, and then last one. One, two, three, four, five, six. This is the part that I imagine is not going to survive. Just because of the sheer number of blocks it's going to be placing. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need more cobblestone. Oops. That's fine. Hmm. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's over here. That should do, I think. Yeah, that should do. Oh, 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 oh. I need more. I've just remembered the roof. Okay. This should be enough to keep it occupied for now. Okay, good. One, two here. to... Perfect. Okay. Get a bit more cobblestone, but then the mob farm will be pretty much done. Ooh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that. Okay, well, I'm down here now. Yeah, that's not going to survive. Thankfully, though, it did manage to survive the vast majority of what I threw at it, so... I don't think I'm going to need quite this much, but... You never know. Alright. I'll stand here just to ensure that it doesn't... Oh. Wow. I'm impressed. It actually managed to survive the entire roof. Oh, good shit. So, yeah. Basically, what'll eventually end up happening is I'm out of food. Is that this whole area will become cursed earth, which rapidly spawns mobs. What I need to do is hope for a couple things, actually. One, I need a chicken jockey. God. Hush. Thank you. Bye. Oh, that was stellar. But yeah, essentially I'm hoping to do that over and over and over again for every mob that spawns in there. Nah, I can't item pull. Damn. Alright. So, with that done and dusted. Yeah, that's alright though. I think I'll survive with one ladder gone. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. Although, actually, I should probably flip it to the top section. Yeah, if I flip it to the top section, it'll push the items into that final block, allowing me to grab it and prevent things from getting through. So now, if I can throw an item through, all the way through, yeah, now it'll spit out the bottom. And I can go ahead and do this to prevent a vast majority of mobs from being able to see me. Okay. Last step to do would be to head back up and turn off all of the torches. However, I need to wait just a little longer, because I need to do a few more preparatory stuff. And then I should be good to go. So, as it stands right now, they're keenly aware that nine times out of 10, those are gonna be fucking blocks to ledges and all that fun shenanigans. We don't want that. We want the mobs to think that they can walk on it, be safe, and all that fun jazz. So I'm gonna put a bunch of trapdoors around the sides, make them think it's a full block. That way, when they step out onto it, fall into the water, and they're into the conveyor belt and get pushed. Uh, no. Did your llamas spawn on the top? They did, didn't they? Oop. Right, I can't run. There we go. Mm. This isn't... whatever. I'm not gonna worry about the details right now. I'll fix it later. So let me do that, just so I can put that down there. Back over to here. Alright. I didn't bring the rest of the cobblestone with me. Beans. That's fine. When do we fill all that in anyway? Okay. So let me make more trapdoors. I'll grab a bunch of different foods. That way I can work toward leveling up my health. Any more? Ah, yes. I didn't grab the cobblestone. Kinda need that. There we go. I am glad I made 24. Okay. So, this will do for now. It's not quite what I wanted, but like I said, it'll have to do. Ooh. Well, I'm down here now. Fuck it. Why not? So now... that'd probably be best to do with slabs rather than trying to do it with blocks and then having to light it up later on. But hopefully, now when I move away... Lovely, lovely, lovely. And it's already working. Now I just let that cook for a little while, and when I go over there next, there should hopefully be a whole bountiful slew of various different mobs all clustered and jumbled together, ready to be beat up. Ah, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Look at them go. Now, if I had the wherewithal to properly, you know, manage everything, I would have conveyor belts throughout the entire thing. However, as it is right now, it's fine. Like realistically, if I wanted to make more, I could. Um, I just have to sieve a bunch of dust, and I really don't feel like doing that right now. So, yeah. That's a big reason why you don't see me, going out of my way to absolutely split hairs on whether or not I have, X amount of resources to make X amount of things to make this absolutely, like, I don't care. If it works, it works. If it don't, then I can use some tweaking, but I might have to make it so that the last block doesn't have a source of water on it. Because it is kind of obnoxious trying to hit them when they, don't really have the ability to be hit. Ooh. But yeah. Like, it works. It's not super, super effective, but it is enough that it does do what I need it to do. So I'm not really going to complain. What else? else? What else? I mean, realistically, I could use a backpack. Backpack would be kind of nice, but not too worried about it right now. Anything? No. Burning time, extra luck. Ooh, extra luck would be nice. So, yeah, now I just need to equip a common chest plate and I get Frontier. And that will increase the goodies that drop. Now, the thing about Apotheosis is that in this version, mobs do scale depending on how strong you are, more or less. So, yeah. No, there's actually a torch right on top, so I don't have to worry about that at all. Yeah, no, that sounds pretty effective to me. But yeah, I have to trade the rotten flesh with the bee queen to get feathers for starting the process of getting into chickens. Problem is, I still have to wait for that chicken jockey to show up. Before I do, though, I do have Demon's Dream Seeds, right? I know I do somewhere. I'm pretty sure, at least, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. So I need one of these. Yeah. So I need the demon fruit. To start a spirit fire. You know what? We'll do it in here. Why not? So if I chuck that on the ground and then light it, there we go. Spirit fire. So let me teleport back into the bubble zone. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Perfect. 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 Unfortunately, it was down to the last one, but that's fine. So now we take this feather, chuck it into there, and I get the awakened feather. Now, with this feather, I need an egg, unfortunately, but that's fine. That is a-okay. Ooh. I do need this rabbit's foot for a spell later. So we'll hold on to that as well. Need a fuck ton more chests. This is not working. Okay. So, right. Let me sleep. I'll get rid of the snow. That way YouTube video compression is an ass the entire time. I need pressure plates. I think pressure plates can prevent water, which will make them easier to hit and keep them pushed against the wall. Oh, good. Entity cramming is taking effect. There we go. You know what? Oh, I think they're gonna kablooey in a moment there. Because I just heard a witch throw a potion. Let's see what we got in the loot bags. Nothing. Literally nothing of substance. Anyway. But what I can do is put a temporary halt to better to use a block that doesn't. Yes, okay. If I use this instead, I can vein mine the whole thing and just drop however many mobs have stacked up. Because I need to really quickly do some alterations. So in order to do so safely and not get fucking blasted by everything that shows up, we're gonna do that. Tornado watch? What? Uh, oh, I see. Hmm. Let me just take a peek outside real quick. I will be right back. Okay. Yeah, that's understandable. High speed, clouds, a lot of moisture. Ah, okay. Okay, okay. Huh. Tornado watches don't happen very often around where I live. So it's always a little concerning when they do. Let me just let me keep my weather app open real quick. Let me pull this over to this side. That way I can keep tabs on that as well. Uh, the rain is starting in about 2 hours. However, that doesn't mean necessarily that things are going to be chill. Oh, they're moving fast. Oh. Son of a bitch. My phone's weather app's telling me that I'm gonna get fucking lit up. Meanwhile, my computer's weather app is like, yeah, no, you're gonna get some rain and that's about it. Um, lightning strike detected 12 miles away. Cool, 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 cool. Mm, oh, right. No, okay, I see. So it's not gonna be. Okay, no. Alright, alright. So there's a storm a brewing, but I don't know if it's necessarily gonna be anything crazy. Okay. So it doesn't seem like there's. No. Doesn't seem like there's gonna necessarily be anything crazy. I think it's just for where my phone thinks to place me. I have to imagine there's probably going to be at least a thunderstorm, a minor one at that, but I don't imagine it's going to be anything too crazy. Unless it becomes a tornado, it'd be a nice change of pace to actually get a good storm, because they don't happen very often around here. But looks like there should be a thunderstorm roughly around 3 to 5. So, about an hour. Now, is that going all throughout 4, or is it just 3? Okay, no, so it does look like it goes all the way through 4. That's good. So a nice couple hours of thunderstorms. As long as it stays chill enough, then it should be fine. Like I said, it'll be a nice change of pace to have a thunderstorm roll through, but what wind? Okay. 4 mile an hour wind from south southwest. Okay. It should be good. Let me turn that down. It was, like I said, I don't imagine it's going to be anything crazy. It usually never is, but just in case, I'm going to keep an ear out. Just so I know if there's potentially a change in the weather. Because, yeah. I don't imagine there's going to be, but still, I'd rather not find out. There's a pretty big difference in fucking around and finding out. Can't fucking... Nope. Want you doing that, I want you to be... like that. There we go. Okay, no. Now I'm hitting that one dude more often. Yeah, no, I definitely need to make a series of chests in with which those can empty into, because I do not want to be having my inventory filled with random nonsense that I don't necessarily need. So, do that. Oh shit, I just realized that this is an awful idea because those are just gonna power it. So yeah, I'm gonna go to signs then. Which is fine. I can do signs. Thought I was gonna be able to work with that, but no. Do signs make 2 or 3? I think they make 2. I hope they make 3, but good they do. Sweet. The fuck? That's not what I thought I had in my hand, huh? There we go. Okay. Would it actually be better if I did it straight down instead? Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. But like this instead. That. This way I can get close enough to deal damage, but these can still be... Shit. But these can still be accessed. Fuck, I think I fucked up the order. Wait, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, no, I fucked up the order. I'm not gonna... I don't think I have much of a choice now. There we go. Alright. But I can break these without worrying about breaking the signs, because the signs don't really matter in this equation. Well, they do, but they won't factor into that. And I need to do this. And then I can go ahead and get rid of this. Actually... It's probably going to be best to do full blocks for this instead. That way I don't have to deal with skeletons taking pot shots at me or witches throwing potions. And that should solve that issue pretty handily. Obviously, I'm still going to have to sort through it and remove whatever it is that I do and don't want. Can I upgrade the loot bags? No. Okay. So those are out of the picture. I need a new chest plate. Good. Control T, activate that. I need uncommon leggings, which unfortunately, yes I do, never mind, hold on. Right. So now I just need to defeat an invader, and I'll get access to Ascent, which gives me access to blue equipment more frequently. But now, for the reason why I made this out of a different material, and that's because... There we go. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked with how effective this is. Yeah, no, that's pretty damn effective. Out of just a short amount of time of grinding things out, I have quite a few bits of equipment. But eventually I can push them into larger chests and or just sort them out by item. I wish I had like an equipment storage locker I could make, but that requires netherite, which I don't have on me at the moment. But I think for now, that will be where I end the stream. All in all, pretty successful. Made it to the Bumble Zone Queen. Got my hands on a feather. Made the awakened feather for the chicken. Now, realistically, all I can do is wait until hopefully eventually I get access to goodies. But for now, that is going to be it for this one. I appreciate you folks for stopping by, vibing and hanging with me, and yeah, I'll see you folks later. I am debating on if I want to do another Brawlhalla stream tonight or not. I don't know that I'm going to. Oh hey, that invader that I needed to fight. Where's he at? Is it him? Oh, no, they're up on the island over there.